Hello, welcome to another little makeup tutorial. I'm going to be taking Urban Decay Primer Potion, putting it all over my eyelids to start. Try to be gentle with this. I'm not very gentle, but I'm trying to get better. For my face, it's Bobbi Brown as usual. Face base is so good for my skin, and it's going to give us a really dewy base to start, which is the idea. I like my skin to look very dewy. I don't like a matte finish for pretty much anything. I just don't think it looks very good. And then I'm going to carry this product down my neck, take a crease brush, and start with a base shadow. This is going to set the primer on my eyelid, but it's also going to give me a really nice basic base to start with for my eyeshadow. If I don't do this, the eyeshadow just doesn't blend very well. I feel like the primer potion needs to be set with something, so just keep that in mind if you're using it. It's kind of sticky. Then take this peach color, the same palette, and just start warming up your eyelid a little bit. Start creating a little bit of definition. I think that's probably my favorite part about eyeshadows, that I can create a different shape for my eye. I can really add depth. I can make my eyes pop. Take Kaja, take a brown. Huda Beauty doesn't have a brown in that pink shade or in that pink palette, so this is what I use. I think Kaja is a really great brand, by the way. So you're just going to kind of put it all over your lid. I mean, kind of focus it on the outer corner, but put it everywhere, basically. For Soft Glam, we're going to be using these three colors, but I'm going to do the Sienna one today. This is such a good palette and so versatile. I love it. I have used it for years. It is my favorite palette of all time. I really can't talk about it enough. I think it is so good. And we're just taking that rustic color to warm up the lid again and create more definition, playing with the shape, and it makes my eyes pop. I'm pretty much going to leave the shadow here. I'm not going to do anything else crazy today. But yeah, buff that out a little because I just feel like it doesn't look good if it's not buffed. I don't know. Blend it. It's an easy palette to blend as well. You don't have to try very hard, I promise. It's so easy. A caveman could do it. It's great. Then take your Bare Minerals tiny brush on the Cypress. Is that Cypress color? I don't know what it's called. Anyway, get the shadow a little bit wet and then start to do your eyeliner. Shadow is great when you're doing daytime eyeliner because it's more subtle and also more forgiving. If you make a mistake, or if it's not even, or if the eyes aren't the exact same, that's okay. It looks really good anyway. And this is what I use just to open my eye up some more. I want my eyes to be big. I want them to be bold. And this just, look at that. Look at how much better that looks. I just did the other eye kind of off camera. There you go. Just keep working on it until they're about the same. I'm not very good at this, but practice makes perfect, you know? But again, it's pretty forgiving. And there you go. Then take the Natasha Denona tiny little blush highlighter duo. I love this. Take it on your finger. Doesn't really look like I picked up any product there. Take it on your finger and rub it around. And then we're just going to put this on the inner corner. This is going to give a very beautiful sheen to your eyeshadow and make it look very expensive and very pretty. You don't have to be talented to do this. You can just rub it all over your eyelid, over any color, and I promise it's going to look really good. For mascara, we're going to be using Glossier today. Absolutely love this mascara. It's so good. I feel like the tube kind of dries out pretty quickly, but it is such a great mascara. It's so lengthening. It looks great. I don't know. It's just like, bam. Look at that. The difference is amazing. Use a spoolie to clean up your mistakes. I'm very bad at putting mascara on and not getting it everywhere. Oops. For foundation, I'm going to be using Glossier Perfecting Skin Tint. And we're just going to put it all over our face. I don't know if I'm doing this right. This is how I apply this foundation because it's very runny. I realize I probably look insane. And also, this is a very good way to get foundation all over your clothes and all over the ground. So just be careful. I should put it on the back of my hand and apply it that way, but I wanted to show kind of how much I use. Take your dampened beauty blender and start to just beat your face. It looks kind of violent, but I'm being pretty gentle. This is such a good foundation. I'm obsessed with it. Ever since getting off of Accutane, this has been a lifesaver. It looks so natural. It doesn't stick to any fine lines or pores. It is perfect. It's so good. Take your Fenty Beauty stick. And we're going to do a little bit of contour. This stuff is great. I love it. It blends so easy. It looks so natural. I typically will use this for a lot of heavier makeup, but it still works if you're trying to go more natural and a little lighter. Looks good. I don't know. Again, take your beauty blender and just kind of go to town. Look at how easily that blends. Look at that. Isn't that so nice? Barely even touched it and it's blended already. Such a good product. I love it. And it also lasts a really long time. I know I'm a little bit more tan in this than I typically, like my natural skin color is, but I don't know, it just looks really good. Finish is so good. Yeah, so just blend it out a little bit more. There you go. And after we're done blending, we're going to move on to concealer, which is super, super important. I'm using Glossier in G12. You're just going to take your beauty blender, nose it in there, dab, 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 and then apply it under both your eyes. Try to go light with this. It's very stark contrast, but I like a bright under eye. So just try to kind of just go easy, because you can see it blends out super natural, but if you put too much, it can look kind of, it doesn't look great. Take your cloud paint. I'm dancing to music you can't hear because I don't want to be copyrighted. Striked, that would suck. And then just dab this pretty much just right on the cheekbone. I don't know, I feel like I put it quite like close under my under eye. I don't put it very far down, but that's to give a more youthful look. Look at that, it's basically in my eyes. I don't know. I just like the way it looks. I feel like it looks better. I'm gonna put some on the nose, and then I'm gonna put some on the forehead in a second. Just kind of want to be the same color, you know? This is such a good product too. It blends very easily and it looks extremely natural. Oh, and it stays all day. Trust me, it's really great. I love it. I used to use powder blush, but I just don't feel like it has the same effect. I don't know. Take your translucent setting powder by Laura Mercier and get some in the lid. I use about this much. Yeah, that much or so. Maybe not quite that much. Take a big fluffy brush, tap off some of the excess powder, and then put it all under your under eye. And just put it all over the rest of your face. Give it a nice little dust. I don't use too much, and I don't bake at this point. This isn't makeup that I will bake with because it just, I don't know, it's a little too drying. Put it everywhere. Then take a smaller brush, and if you have fine lines like me, you're going to take the powder and just correct some of the creasing that's under your eye. This is a little bit easier than using that big, fat, massive, fluffy brush that tends to get powder everywhere. But this will just set that under eye and make it look a lot better. Then we're going to move on to bronzer. Tap it off. This part looks a little crazy, and I always debate after I'm editing if I even should have done this, because honestly, I kind of looked okay with just contour. I look a little insane when I put this bronzer on. I feel like it's just still too dark for me. I don't know. But it gives a nice sun-kissed look. I don't know. I'm just always unsure when I'm editing if it was a good idea or not. But when I'm putting my makeup on, I can't help myself. I just have to. See, like right there, did I put too much? I don't know. Blend out, because it just kind of applies patchy. I'm not sure why, but just gonna blend it out. It's not the easiest in the world to work with, but it's okay. Take your smudgy brush. You're gonna go in and kind of combine these three colors and warm up that lower lash line. I love the way that this looks when I'm done, because it just makes the whole look so good. Look at that eyeshadow. Look at that. You did that. You go, girl. Add a little bit of red, and then add a little bit more red, because it just, again, depth, looks good. I don't know. Put your mascara on. Voila. And then I completely forgot to do eyebrows. How how can you forget eyebrows? I completely forgot. Typically, I don't finish off my mascara until after I've done my eyebrows. So I just did it completely backwards today. I totally forgot that they were even there. Brush them up, fill them in. I sped this part up because it's super boring to watch people fill their eyebrows, in my opinion. Like, everyone does it so different. This is kind of just a very quick overview of how I do mine. I'm doing the better brow right now. He's just a better brow. Other brow, he's a gimpy brow. He's just more sparse. I'm not sure why. Brush him up. Try to make him look as crazy as possible. And then take your Glossier Boy brow. Looks like this. You want them to really stand up. You want them to look good. This is what's going to give them that liveliness. This is very, very good. Vavoom. Look at that. Look at that difference. Isn't it great? Also, can confirm that this stuff lasts all day. I've used a lot of brow gels in the past that just do not last. But this really does. You know, this does a great job. And then I just kind of pick at them some more to make them look more lively and crazy. I just want bushy, crazy brows. Take your Becca highlight. I have a mini one. Get it wet. And then put this on your brow bone and also on the inner corners of your eyes. Kind of add a little bit of sparkle. Make you look more awake. Put on your upper lip. And then get it everywhere. Just put it all over your face. Just go for it. Nobody can tell you where to put your highlight. Go for it. Just, yep, see? Put more. Put more than that. Go on, put more. There you go. Glow. Don't ever let people tell you not to put highlight on. It's a really fun process. Looks really good. And now we're going to take a little bit of Sephora. This is the lip liner to go. I love this color. It is so good. It is so good, and it lasts all day, and it looks so natural, and it's hydrating. It's amazing. So I just line my lips with this. I don't put a lipstick. I just put this on because I am off Accutane, and I can put lip product on my face. There you go. We're just about done. Spray your face. Fan it out. These are the close-ups. They're all very awkward, but I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. I hope this was helpful in some way. But I've really enjoyed being off Accutane. My skin looks so good. I've never been able to do makeup like this before, and I just feel very happy and excited about that. So, yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.